Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Ford Maverick XLT with the Ecoboost. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford here in Draper for giving me some time with this Maverick. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for Scott. Link to my car buying guide too. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 22 around town and then 30 on the highway, with power outputs being 238 horsepower and then 275 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, it's raised on either side just like the F-150, and I like the sand color, it's pretty cool. Got the baseline lights, but you know, they look pretty sharp overall. The grille's darkened coloration, you got the new style Ford logo. Tow hooks there at the very bottom. There's the front. Tire wheel setup is 225 by 65 by 17 on the front and over in the rear. And with the wheels completely blacked out here on this Maverick. XLT there on the side, you got the blacked out mirror caps. This one's got the FX4 off-road, so you got the decal. And there's your side profile. Now this leads us to the key fob where we have our lock and unlock remote start function. Ford logo there on the back. We'll unlock it and pop into the rear here. Tailgate's not dampened, so you make sure you lower it down with your own strength. We've got an outlet here in the back, LED lighting as well. And decent sized bed. No bed liner on this particular one, but it's easy to add. Tailgate is light and easy to get up. And taillights, I think they look pretty sharp overall. Got the little receiver hitch there, so this probably has the upgraded tow package. We'll double check the window sticker. Popping inside, yes, we got blue. So soft touch here, bright blue with the white. And then see the contrast here on the seats. Got more blue stitching and everything. Getting in's pretty easy. Not a crazy amount of legroom, but decent. Got some USB ports and all of that. And then headroom back here at the box design's really good. Now this leads us up front where, again, you've got the soft touch there, got the bright blue, all of our window controls, mirror adjustments, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and this has good payload, 1383. And then here are the front seats, nice cloth trim, power adjustments there on the side, you've got your light controls there, trailer brake controls as well, and then more of the kind of white and blue. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, soft touch all around. We've got cruise controls on the front, you've got your volume controls as well, phone and voice command controls for the center, and then regular stocks in the back. With the center gauge cluster, you can scroll through different menus here, so like see stuff on the vehicle, for example. It's pretty straightforward, and then it also will show you, oops, I pressed hill descent control, didn't mean to press that. One. It'll also show you just like your fuel range and everything else you'd want to see information wise. Backup camera in reverse, trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel if you have that activated. If you don't, then yeah, don't have to have that if you don't want. Anyways, as for the rest of the infotainment system, this is a bigger screen compared to before. You still get storage behind the screen, by the way. But yeah, easy to use. Stuff like the heated seats, heated steering wheel, climate controls are all built into the screen. Not too fond of that design decision, but I mean, it's quick to respond, pretty user-friendly overall, so not the worst. Got nice trim across the dash. You can see that it wraps around the vent. Got some more vents right here, volume control, and then for the radio and everything, and then defroster, and then auto hold as well. Engine stop start, got some charging ports right there. Storage here with the blue. Transmission select, get your parking brake, stability control, auto stop start, hill descent, and more storage. And then center console, good space. Nice trim here on the top. Yeah, big glove box. Got a regular rear view mirror with the manual dimmer, and then sunglass holder. So 2025 Maverick XLT 302A equipment group. And then, by the way, 4K tow package, it does have that. $35,740 is the total MSRP with this. Let's see how it performs. let us set off in the Maverick Ecoboost. And I guess they kind of neutered it, right? Because it's got less power. Interesting choice. But who knows? I'm sure it's about emissions, right? It's always emissions. The boogeyman of doing what you want engine-wise with the car, right? Backer camera is good. Resolution's nice. It's relatively accurate. Good torque too. It's kind of buzzy, like you expect from a 4-cylinder. Very interesting. I feel like this sounds different compared to before. Actually, no, we'll go straight. That'll be easier. Yeah, it sounds... I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. It sounds buzzier. Oh. Well, actually getting up and moving here for real, kind of. Red light and a little bit of traffic, but it's got good torque. That's one thing I will give it. Huh. What do they do to this engine? It's not that bad, but this doesn't feel like it's got the same just boof power that it had before. It really does feel neutered a bit. Not just on paper. Huh. What do they do? What did they do to you, poor Maverick? Come back to the light. This is weird. I've been doing this full time for 5 years at this point, and I've been doing these reviews since like I did a few in the end of 2017. The reason I'm mentioning this is a weird time for cars since I started reviewing cars. It's like cars were continually getting like objectively better. It was like more power, more efficiency, more features, and now it's like, I don't know, they seem to be going like sideways, like they're the same or they get worse in some cases. And I'm not saying this is the worst thing ever. Like, I think the exterior objectively looks better, and I like how they've toned down the interior a bit, like not having orange and blue together like before. But yeah, I don't know. This just feels really weird to drive. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's mostly the powertrain. Like the suspension, everything's all the same. Like that hasn't changed one bit. But the engine just feels like it, and it's not slow. Like look at this. But it really does feel like it kind of had life sucked out of it a little bit. It's strange. So let me guys think about the new Maverick EcoBoost. But yeah, I don't know what they did to it. And I wonder if more people are just gonna go for the hybrid now, because it's like if you already have a previous version EcoBoost, then you might as well keep that because you have more power with it. And then if you want all-wheel drive, well, hybrid has all-wheel drive now, so kind of weird what they did to the Maverick. I don't know, it's got to be emissions. It's got to be something. So overall, though, it's still a good value for the most part. Prices have gone up quite a bit. That is the one, and it's not just a little downside, it's a substantial downside. That is the one downside with the Maverick. I mean, this, you know, was like a $20,000 pickup truck thing when it first came out, and now this is over $30,000 for an XLT. I mean, this was $10,000 less expensive just a few years ago, so it's gotten quite a bit more expensive too. But either way, I'm glad that we have it. We need more little affordable truck things like this. So let me know your thoughts.